Good morning and welcome to our first summer special. I don't know if you can see that up on the board there. Okay, this is our first of 3 times a week summer special, Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays at 10 o'clock in the morning. It's going to be a similar format to the lessons we've done so far, but we're going to mix it up a little bit. We're going to put some fun, challenging sessions on there for you to take a look at. So we're upping our game a little bit. So some of the questions are going to be suitable for Key Stage 3. There will still be some that are accessible to Key Stage 2 and some great challenging questions that if you're in Key Stage 4 will also be valuable. So we're going to start with a bit of core numeracy that will be accessible to everyone. And then we're going to be looking at some challenge questions. They're going to be drawn from the UK Maths Trust, from a website called Open Middle, from White Rose Maths, and we're using Numeracy Ninjas as the basis for our core numeracy. So as I say, 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 o'clock in the morning, approximately half an hour of your focus and attention, and normally they will be live, but the first few I'm having to pre-record because of family commitments. So if you can subscribe, if you can share, if you can like the videos, so that as many people as possible are aware that these are going on, that would be great. Thank you. Okay, so my background, most of you will know this, but for people who are new to this channel, I'm a maths teacher, but prior to that, I worked in industry in construction and engineering for about 20 years before I came into teaching. So I like to bring the real world into the classroom when it comes to teaching maths and show you that it's something that you use every day, not just as part of getting your GCSEs. Okay, so let's get started. Why am I doing this? Why am I giving up my summer and continuing to run these lessons when I could be chilling in the garden with my kids? Well, because we've had a really, really strange year since March when we went into lockdown. And a lot of you I know have missed out on a lot of learning. I just want to try and close that gap a little bit so it's a little bit less daunting when you come back to school in September. All right, so a lot of you will know this, but what do you need? You need 2 pens, so you've got a different colour for marking, a ruler if you've got one, so you can set out your work really neatly, a notebook if you have one, so again you can set your work out neatly. If you've got a ruler, then draw a margin so you can number your questions as we go. You don't need a calculator, okay? Some of the questions will be challenging, but we're tackling them without a calculator. We're tackling them without a calculator because we're using our big, beautiful, fabulous brains, okay? Half an hour, 3 times a week during the holidays, using that amazing brain, keeping the grey matter working over the summer. Okay, so I'm starting to use a Facebook page. I will be uploading some resources via that. It's also an opportunity so that you can upload some of the work that you do and your marks as well. So I'd love to see some of your work. You can also pose some questions back at me. Maybe set a challenge question for me to take a look at. I'd love to see some of those as well. Right, so at the moment, for the first few sessions, I won't be doing them live, and I won't be therefore having a live chat or shout out. So you'll have to forgive me with that, but I will catch up just as soon as I can. So, shall we get started with some maths? All right, you have got 30 questions coming up, 3 lots of 10 questions, approximately 2 minutes per set of 10 questions. Let's go. have approximately 30 seconds remaining. Part 2 coming up. Thirty seconds remaining. Okay, you got a bit of a bonus there because question 1 and question 8 are the same. I wonder if anyone else spotted that. Moving on to part 3. Thirty seconds remaining. Okay, your time is up. We're going to go through the answers now. Really interested to see how you're getting on. Remember, at the moment, this isn't live, but you can pop your information into the Facebook chat or let me know when we go live in a few lessons time. Right, let's get started. So the answers to part 1 we have, hopefully you can see that okay. All right, question 1 is 53, question 2 is 3, question 3 is 65, question 4 is 0.4, question 5 is 46.63, question 6 is 1/2, question 7 is 5, question 8, 15 squared is 225, and the parent versus kids 2-mark challenge, 17 divided by 0.2 is 85. Let's move on to the answers to part 2. Okay, so we have question 1 is 2.97, question 2 is 20, question 3 is 74.89, question 4 is 3, question 5 is no, question 6, 33, question 7 is 21, question 8, remember I made a mistake, it's the same as question 1, 2.97, and the cube root of 125. What number do you multiply by itself 3 times to get 125? 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5 gives you 125. Let's move on finally to part 3. So we have question 1 is 4.988, question 2 is 28, question 3 is 58.9, question 4 is 0, question 5 is 56, question 6 is 1000, question 7 is 2, question 8, the first 4 multiples of 4 are 4, 8, 12 and 16, and our parents versus kids challenge, the square root of 36 is 6. Okay, but then we need to do the division next. 12 divided by 2 is 6, and 6 plus 6 gives us 12. Okay, hope you've marked all of those, hopefully with a different colour pen if you've got one, and I'll look forward to finding out your marks in due course. Right, so as I said, this is a little bit different to the previous format. So we're not going to do the beat the clock board. We're not going to be doing explanations on the board just yet because it's the summer special and we've got some challenges. So I'm going to give you 3 minutes, I think, for the first challenge. Bear with me. Let's go, here it is. have 1 minute remaining. Okay, your time is up. Let's take a look at this question together. Now, there's a couple of clues to this one in terms of how we want to do it. To maximize, remember, we want the latest possible time. We can use any of the digits from 1 to 9, but we can only use each digit once. So we want the biggest number, the 9, to be in the biggest one. So we've got minutes here, we've got hour, minutes here. Okay, so if we put our 9 here, that's going to give us a chance of getting the latest possible time. So there's our 9. I'm going to cross it out. I can only use each number once. Right. My next biggest number is 8. Now here is my challenge. Where do I put the 8? I can't put it here because there's only 60 minutes in an hour. I can't put it, well, I could put it there. But hold on, if I put it here, so I've got 80 something minutes, then I'm going to get the biggest possible time, I reckon. So let's try that. Okay, I'm going to use the same logic for the 7, and I'm going to put the 7 here. Shall I put the 7 here? Okay. Maybe that doesn't matter so much. We will see. Right, so now I've left with my 5 and my 6. The biggest number I can put here is 5. Okay, because there's only 60 minutes in an hour, as we just said. So that 5 goes there. We can put that 6 here. Now, if I add this together, I know that 87 minutes is the same as 1 hour and 27 minutes, yeah? Because there's 60 minutes in this 1 hour. 60 plus 27 gives me 87. Oh, now it gets tricky, doesn't it? Because that comes up to 83. Whew. So now I've got to take away 60 from that to give me another hour. Okay, so that's, so 1 hour 27, that 83 is now going to become 1 hour and 23. Okay, so that should give me, if I've worked this out correctly, 9, 10, 11 hours and 23. So the time is 11:23. That's the latest possible time that we can generate. It is time for your next challenge question. All right, let's go. Right, I'm just going to pause you there to see how you're getting on, to see if you need any help. This is really quite a challenging question, but if we break it down, we might be able to work it out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a little bit of a clue, and then I'm going to give you a little bit longer. Okay, so what we're looking at is numbers that multiply together. So for example, these two numbers here will multiply together to give us 10. These two numbers here will multiply to give us 15. All right, so we need to work out the factors of these numbers to work out what numbers go here, so we can multiply them to get the numbers for A, B, C, D, and E. I don't really need to worry about these ones unless I need them as part of the process. But let's just see how we get on. So the first thing that I'm going to look at is this one here. Okay, so I want factors that are common to both 15 and 40. So let's think of the factors of 15 first. I've got 1. I've got 15 itself, haven't I? I haven't got 2, but I have got 3. 3 multiplied by 5 gives us 15. And I've got 15. So now I need to look at the factors of 40. Now 1 is a factor of 40, so it could be 1. But 3 isn't, so it can't be 3. 5 is a factor of 40. Okay, so it could be 5, but 15 isn't. So I still don't know what goes in this box, but I know it's either 1 or 5. I wonder if that helps you at all. I wonder if I look up here, whether there's something that can help me this way. So I know that this has to be 1 or 5. If this was 1, then this number up here would be 15. Okay. If this number was 5 here, then this number up here would be 3. So I don't know what it is yet, but I know it's got to be 15 or 3. Hold on though. Maybe I can work it out. Because if this was 15, well, 15 is not a factor of 18. It can't be 15. It must be 3, because 3 is a factor of 18. So look, we've got our first number that goes in. 3 multiplied by 15 gives us 5. So now we have our second number. Excellent. So we can get rid of that. 3 multiplied by 6. So look, I've got 3 numbers. I'm going to give you a little bit longer, see if you can fill the rest in. Good luck. wonder if that's, whoops. I wonder if that's given you enough time. Let's do a little bit more together and then I might just give you 1 more minute. Okay, so now we've got some choices, haven't we? 5 multiplied by something gives us 40. So that is going to be 8. And then I can come down to here. I know that 7 multiplied by 8 gives me 56. I can fill in this one. Right, what else can I do? I know that 6 multiplied by something gives me 60, so this must be 10. And now look, I've got 10 multiplied by something gives me 20, so this must be 2. 2 multiplied by something gives me 10, so that must be 5. Do you need a bit longer? Because remember, we've got to do these as well. I'm going to give just 30 seconds. Right, shall we finish it off together then? Some of you might have flown through. You can put it on pause and work at your own pace as well. All right, so let's have a look. What's missing? 5 multiplied by something gives us 20. That makes this 4. 4 multiplied by something gives us 24. So that is going to be 6. Okay, so we're not quite finished yet, but we've got all the basic information we need. So we don't need to worry about filling these in. But we do want to fill in the red ones. So we now have 2 multiplied by 3. So A is 6. 5 multiplied by 5. B is 25. 6 8s are 48. 4 multiplied by 10 gives us 40. And 7 multiplied by 6 gives us 42. We are nearly there. Big question, this one. Right, so we have 6 plus 25 plus 48 plus 40 plus 42. Okay? All right, so we could add this up. So I would probably put these two together. I'd put my 48 and my 42 together because that's 90 plus 40 plus 31. You can do it any way you want. I'm just trying to make it a bit easier. 130. An answer of 161. All right. Let's lighten the mood a little bit now and give you some fun questions. We've got a dingbats coming up. Bear with me. Are you ready? You only get a few seconds for this one. If you don't want to know the answer, pause now. The answer is piece of the action. Piece of the action. Right, now you've got a maths dingbats. Pause if you don't want to know the answer. Remember, it's a maths on this one. It was pie chart. Pie chart. Okay. Now, we've only got one more thing to do. And that is your takeaway challenge. I'm going to put the question up now. You're going to ponder it for the next 2 days. And then on Wednesday, I'm going to go through the answer with you. So I'll pop this up now. And then all that really remains for me to say is have a fabulous, fabulous couple of days. Enjoy the start of your holiday. I'm sure you have all earned it. And I will look forward to seeing you on Wednesday. Here is your takeaway challenge coming right up. I'll just maybe read that out to make sure you can see it. Each of a transport company's lorries can carry a load of up to 10 tons. The company has 40 crates, each weighing 3 tons to transport. How many lorry loads is that? Good luck. See you Wednesday.